Audience. Hello, my name is Andrew Davis, and I'm going to persuade you into why living off the grid isn't such a bad idea. Have you ever wanted to get away from everything? The constant stress, going to school, going to work, bills, whatever it may be. Well, imagine waking up to birds chirping, leaves rustling, wind blowing, water flowing. Well, you can do that by living off the grid. And that's what I'm going to try to convince you on why you should try to live off the grid. For starters, it gives you freedom, it can improve your health, and it also helps the planet. When it comes to freedom, when you live in a city, you're tied down. You depend on certain companies for electricity, you depend on insurance, you depend on whatever. You depend on your apartment, you depend on your landlord, whatever. But when you live off the grid, it's just you. You don't have to worry about any of that. You can make your own power. There's things that are made nowadays that can help you, like a solar panel, a solar powered battery, a solar powered generator, a solar powered I don't know what else there is, but those can help you, and you're not trapped into like Neanderthal type systems. There's plenty of tools that are made today that can help you live off the grid, because there's thousands of people that live off the grid. Living off the grid is also good for your body and mind. Well, most of us spend our days inside and watching TV screens and doing whatever. Might not be the healthiest thing ever. But when you live off the grid, you have to be outside. The sun itself is necessary for you to live. You need to be in the sunlight in order to be healthy. You make a garden and living off the grid, you chop wood, you have to climb up a hill, you have to go get your water. You have more sleep. You have to sleep when it gets dark, because what else are you going to do? There's no TV, there's no video games for you to play. And it can help you feel calmer by sleeping when it gets dark and sleeping when the light comes up, because that's natural. That's how it's supposed to be. Also, living off the grid can help protect the planet. When you're self-sufficient, you use less energy and you create less waste. Most people who live this way use renewable power, solar panels, and all of that other stuff, wind and gardens and there's no pesticides for your gardens. There's none of that out there. That means there's less pollution and fewer waste that the earth has to take. It's a very simple lifestyle, and it respects nature instead of hurting it. And in a time like this, where climate change is a big thing, and how the earth is dying and how people think it's not dying, whatever. That's a big time right now, so it could be a good idea. So pull it all together. Living off the grid, it gives you freedom. It makes you healthier, both physically and mentally, and it helps the planet. It sounds difficult, but so did learning to drive or starting school. Everything meaningful in life takes effort. You don't have to pack up and move into the woods tomorrow, but start small. You can make a garden. You can try to use less electricity by getting a solar-powered generator or something. I have no idea. Whatever your mind may bring to you. But you could go a whole phone, spend a day outside. If it's a nice day out, like if it's summertime, you can turn everything off and just go outside. It's a nice day. And you can see how it feels. In my opinion, days like that are awesome. But you might realize that a simpler life, a life closer to nature and what the world was before all the cities and everything, just how nature is, what the world is supposed to be, I guess. But you can feel overwhelmed by the weight of the world and everything around it, and you can go live off the grid and be free and have peace, and yeah.